because of the Valentina, and then the last pickup of the Minotaur as well, they just rounded out their draft incredibly well for objective team fighting, and not just that, just general skirmishing to be able to split the map.
Yeah, I mean, looking at it, I'll give my honest opinion. I think I have to agree with Ice, now I'm joking. Gani and Gideon too, the GG in the desk, on the desk, because I honestly feel like EVOS Icon have really gone a very rounded draft, and wow, Zorn missing the Tyrant's Revenge early on already, giving Krite a better time in trading.
Yeah, uncharacteristic miss there from Zorn, if I believe. By the way, if you haven't yet, join our raffle. Win tickets and exclusive t-shirts, esl.gg/SPSMLBB raffle. Again, our tickets are selling out fast. And now let's see if Homeboys can break expectations and surprise EVOS Icon and the world and force a game number 3. Because right now, both teams just taking the textbook approach. I want to talk about this Nathan pick a little bit more though, Miracle, because I feel like they really just decided to pick that up because they had a strong feeling that the damage of the Pheromones might not be enough, Warlord.
Tyrant's Revenge as well, though, from Zorn, and that's going to be collapsed as well from Chibi. With the decimation, he dives in and he finds another. First blood all the way under the turret with another. Chibi dives through and finds 2.
Chibi, okay. Now he's setting the tempo for Homeboys and this entire game early on. A crucial victory that they wanted. So the potential snowball that could have come out of EVOS Icon will be delayed. If Homeboys finds more of that, well, they're going to be the ones to snowball. However, right now we are in the phase of the game where it looks like it's going to be a really messy mid-game.
It's the best case scenario for Homeboys in the early game, but Sutsujin is still alive now. With a deadly catch, he should be able, yes, to find it. Mid-in Fury onto 2, and it's another knock-up to take them down. Warlord with the Call Ulcer saving his team as Zorn finds a Rage down below, but it's a stolen Call Ulcer from the side of Krite now with the Valentina. Chibi falls, a good kite back from EVOS Icon as Warlord, and Anip joins in to fight with the Entropy. He's able to pick off 1 kill. Meanwhile, though, up top, there's already a wave cut done by Doma as he's able to poke Anip down quite a bit as well.
Okay. Are they going to continue just smacking each other like that? No, not so much. But Anip, a great call by Anip to rotate to the mid lane there. He was able to get a kill for himself. Already built up his Feather of Heaven, of course, with the fact that he built it earlier. But no, the action continues.
There you go. A lot of CC there for the Vengeance proc. And Sutsujin should just fall to the Mortal Coil. Veldora looking for a trade back right now. Pops in the rhythm. Step out slow. The Vengeance comes through, but Veldora isn't able to find the kill just yet. Tyrant's Revenge coming through. Chibi's looking for the decimation, but he will not use it. Just with the Mortal Coil, able to find that trade back. Krite and Ivan in desperation tries their best to go for something. Solo kill! Anip with a solo kill on the Natan.
2 kills early on for the magic-dealing gold laner, and Homeboys are slowly taking their conditions for success. They continue to bring the fight to EVOS Icon, despite being 1 game behind, 1 game away from losing. The Malaysian representatives do not want to hold back.
Wow. Homeboys, certainly, this is already a better game for them than game. Another beautiful final splash into the Rage. The synergy from Homeboys on point. Meanwhile, though, up top, Mid-in Fury and with a flicker as well. Chibi's right there as Doma might just be caught now. Decimation is there. Krite finds a shutdown kill, but Chibi's going to be able to dive in under the tier 1. Unfortunately for him, shut down as well. So, who is it worth for?
It's just raids all across the map. At that point, that was just fighting. They were able to balance out the fact, EVOS Icon rather, that Duma went down. They were able to take down Anip, and they just traded things all around. But because of Chibi going down, Homeboys have to go to the turtle and position themselves before EVOS does. We mentioned the mid-game might get messy. We're getting close to that point because it's just fights everywhere, which means we'll see more fights going into the 5-minute mark. We're 4 minutes and 30 seconds in.
Another turtle here, going to be contested. Veldora already trying to zone them away. Sutsujin does the same thing. Double man final slash. Krite stealing away the Call Ulcer, still has it. Sword with the Tyrant's Revenge and the Rage, but it's going to be the Vengeance popped in. Sutsujin somehow finds an opening to get that red tree, winning it out against Chibi.
Sharks and the red tree able to secure the turtle there. Not even the red tree. Sutsujin did not expend it. That was just his damage. I wouldn't be surprised if that was the Crab Claw Cannon or the enhanced basic attack that he gets after using an ability along with the Sharks to make sure that EVOS Icon got that turtle. That's 2 already for them, and good thing that they're getting that because Anip is just tearing through the gold lane right now, able to break down the tower first. He already has a genius wand, and this Nathan has met his early game condition, perfectly setting himself up for the mid game.
We want to dive Sipot though. He doesn't have the final slash just yet. He does actually have it, but it's going to be chain CC down. The Vengeance and the Sustain unable to keep him safe under the turret. Doma should be able to take this turret up top, but down below you can already see, like you mentioned, a Nip just converting on his lead, utilizing it to create a bigger snowball.
And it looks like that's comfort for sure. Oh, so it's Jin.
No, he's going to be engaged on here, but it is Bane with Anti-Curse first item. A re-engage from Ivan as the Mortal Coil gets popped in. Zorn with a proper disengage there, just charging to let EVOS Icon know what's waiting for them.
Trades on trades all across the map. Abilities, heroes for heroes, towers for towers, turtles for towers. These two teams really are just answering each other so well. Bouncing back from such a... Well, we can't sugarcoat it. They were stomped by EVOS Icon in game number 1, homeboys. This confidence is important. And not only that, their tactics, able to rotate around the map, get wins elsewhere. That's how you show your opponent, we do not want to win this. We do not want to lose this, and we're not going to let you win this easily.
Yeah, I was about to say, right? I don't think anyone wants to lose this. I think they really want to win here, especially considering, you know, they need to make it to the final stage to get that prize pool. Veldora gets out with the rhythm now, baits out the rage right before the turtle.
Soren just able to clap air as Veldora sidestep the rage, getting out of the range properly. We're seeing 4 getting close to 5 bodies on each side on this turtle. Almost 7 minutes in, who's gonna take it?
1 level lead for Sutsujin. Deadly catch! Catches Chibi and Zorn! That's a Minion Fury onto 2. Chibi is gonna take a brunt of the damage as Zorn gets poked down. Sutsujin takes him out. Now Sipot with the final slash. It's the Cult Altar to respond the final splash over, and Krine splashes some more damage onto Sipot. It's the Terrify. Warlord is down!
Krite continuing his MVP performance from game number 1. The timing of his Cult Altar, the timing of his abilities, his dashes, the Valentina. That's what we call it in the Philippines, the black of the Valentina. Maximizing what he can dish out over the Faramis. Krite, man, he is on momentum right now, and it's one of the reasons why this game is so close for EVOS Icon.
It's funny you call it a black, because here, EVOS Icon, they have 2 black.
Oh yeah, they do.
They have Bane.
They have the actual black. That's
the real
sound
one.
effect, the real one, yeah. And now we've seen Sutsujin just really time the deadly catch along with the retribution. It is really difficult because of all the other control that EVOS Icon has. Chibi sometimes is just forced to use his immunity from control abilities too early before the retribution duel actually really starts.
This is what gives Bane so much pressure when it comes down to retri battles, right? The deadly catch displacement, that acts as a CC tool where your retribution is going to be off, well, your retribution is going to be neutralized. You need to utilize the Mortal Coil at the right moment, but it's going to be so hard as, again, Sutsujin just times it so well to chain the damage onto the turtle.
Okay, Sipot is in a good angle. Let's see if HOMEBOIS can make something out of this.
Veldora in the midst of it all right now gets brought back to the team by the final splash, but look at the deadly catch, and look at Doma free hitting in the back. Even with the Cult Altar, Ivan finds 4. GB looking for the re-engage, but Anip is 1 HP. The bounce, Doma goes onto the back with a blazing duet, and it's Krite with the steal of the decimation to pick up 3.
With the fury of the Minoan, it has turned into a nightmare for HOMEBOIS, an absolute disaster. They set it up perfectly for themselves, but EVOS Icon, because of their lead, because of the ability kits that they have, that they know they can fight back, they fought back beautifully, and little by little, this is getting out of hand for HOMEBOIS. Can the Malaysian representatives hold on? Because there's a Lord coming their way.
All right, I want to request a replay for that specific fight because, honestly, Sutsujin, I'm looking at the items right here. He's building Anti-Cuirass to Radiant Armor and then the Molten Essence. So let's take a look at the replay. Look at Sutsujin. Look at how much damage he's getting out through his first skill, the bounce onto Anip. Look at this. Anip's automatically out of the fight right here. And this is Sutsujin just relying on base damage.
His base damage alone, the enhance of his basic attack. Sutsujin, where are you drawing this damage from? So tanky is that Bane. And I love where he threw that deadly catch. I don't know if that was intentional, but I believe EVOS Icon had the information as to where Zorn was coming from. And when Zorn landed, or I believe it was even mid-air, He got caught by the deadly cash and he couldn't dish out the combo. If Zorn landed there, that would have been 3 members of EVOS Icon caught by a Tyrant's Rage. What a play by Sutsujin.
Now I understand why Leo really likes to play the Bane, right? I mean, the fact that you can get build full tank, but still you're able to dish out so much damage just through your damage output, your base damage is quite literally insane.
Yes. I want to say quite literally, let's just go with it's insane.
It's insane. It's pretty insane. And EVOS Icon, they're really feeling it right here. They're feeling insane because they want to crack the base open with the First Lord. Zorn charging the revenge. Veldora walking forward, but that's the revenge gone on Nip. Gonna be chased down all the way, zoned away. 2 members isolated, the blazing duet and the deadly catch with a flicker to knock the Nip up. Doma's diving all the way, but he might be punished here as Zorn just bounces on his head.
Duma gets taken out and EVOS will not be able to end it here. Ivan, can they actually get away from this with a simple jump? Zorn!
Rage, bringing it back. Nip picks up the kill. It's a good defense. Base not cracked. Still left untouched.
HOMEBOIS holds on. Now that they are forced to fight together within base, finally we're feeling more of a Nip's early game victories. We saw him farm up, but once the mid-game came in, because of the rotations of HOMEBOIS and taking time to fight without a Nip there just yet, because a Nip was still farming, they were punished with a lack of damage. But now that they're going around together, this Nathan, they need to watch out for it. He already has a Divine Glaive on him.
This is where the big problem lies for HOMEBOIS, in my opinion, when I saw them in Tan last pick. The fact that they are severely lacking in the physical damage department when it comes to the later stage of the game. Chibi is relying on base damage. Sunpot, kind of the same.
Yeah. EVOS Icon, they need to match it. They need to build more Radiant Armors all across the board. There is only 1 on them right now, or make it 2. 1 on Ivan, 1 on Sutsujin. But because of the build of the, of course, the damage output of the Nathan, that has forced Duma to build a Rose Gold Meteor. Let's see if he'll convert that into a last damage item, or maybe even go defensive near the end. But yeah, because you mentioned raw damage output, right now it looks like Doom is going to be on his way to building a Malefic Roar.
Look at how tanky Sutsujin is. He's just soaking it all in. He gets caught. He had no reason to survive that. There is no reason for him to actually just soak all that in.
And look how fast he healed. He drank some rum. That was the ability of the Bane.
That was the old one? Old name?
Oh yeah, it's an old name. Yeah. And there Ivan also dishing out a heal onto Sutsujin. So they couldn't even, HOMEBOIS couldn't even bring Sutsujin down to 50%. Nope. It got down to 60. Close enough, but not the number that you're looking for. You were looking to take him down.
Yeah, it was supposed to be 100 to 0, right? They got a 40% discount, which is okay, but still you have to spend some money there. And here, with Winter Truncheon already built, Veldora, he's been so aggressive the entire game already. The fact that now he can dive in even more aggressively is going to be crazy. It's free, conceded over. There's no way HOMEBOIS can actually go for that, but now they actually are looking to jump on Chibi. Final slash used up. And just like that, EVOS Icon, they baited a big ultimate.
Yeah, HOMEBOIS got the intel, though. That is 5 members of EVOS Icon sticking together around near the bottom side, which opens up a split push top side here for a Nip. He'll just go there to clear some minion waves. No info as to where EVOS Icon is, so even though it looks like, or on our end, it looks good that he would push, Nip decides to go back as they will have to hold on against Lord number 2 in this game now, Luminous.
Luminous Lord marching up top. Yeah, and just a fun fact for everybody who plays Bane, but maybe doesn't know about the little change they made. Second skill is no longer rum, it's ale.
So they just changed the type of drink that he drank.
Yeah, it's more PG.
It's a little bit more PG.
You're PG.
Thank you.
Yeah,
you're pretty PG too, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, you could get away with just saying like ale. You mean like hey?
Hey! Look, like, honestly, right now it feels like EVOS Icon are saying that. Like they're the friendly friends who gets overhyped saying hey, and HOMEBOIS they're not having it. They're like, dude, just shut up.
Yeah, and now they're fighting.
Oh, Ivan jumping forward. Minion Fury doesn't connect onto anyone, but the Call Ultra certainly does help them dive into the back like that. That's gonna be the Vengeance popped in, as that's a double rage. GB with a decimation, only onto the Immortality right now. Skrine is still able to free hit. Doma still full HP. Skrine in the back finds a monster kill. Sutsujin has to be forced back, but 2 base turrets have been cracked open. They're looking for the final one down below, and they should be able to take it for free. Doma chunking GB down. A few more hits should do it, and Doma just soaks it in.
A flicker forward to deal damage to take out Seppa. I would call that the Krite call. EVOS Icon, is this your time?
Oh, Zorn forced back. 2 mini waves now crashing from the side lanes. EVOS Icon looking to end it right now, but another mini wave spawns in. They have to clear this up, and they might have been too much than they could chew. They need to back away right now. Zorn gets baited out, but there's no punishment. Homeboys, they keep calm and they stay at home.
Not done just yet. They hold on. 9,000 is the goal. Look at the damage leaderboard. Right. 52,000. Hot off of the heels of his MVP performance, still continuing it and showing off something that teams that would go against EVOS Icon need to acknowledge. His Valentina. This isn't the only impressive day he's had on the Valentina. He had it yesterday as well.
And he always just flickers forward.
Yeah. It isn't an escape. It's not an escape tool. It's a kill tool.
It's a kill tool. It's a KT.
It's a KT.
Krite has been able to utilize this so well. Like you mentioned, I think he's very... I don't know, this word is a bit sensitive right now, but he's very bombastic in a good way. In a good way. Yeah. Because he always just flickers forward. He finds some good moments, and he's able to distract to buy space for his team.
Yeah. Bombastic, exactly, that's what it is. You will need an insane level of audaciousness as a mage to flicker forward and get kills. But the thing about Krite is that he does it at the right time. And let's see if they can replicate that. They're fighting for Lord 3. Homeboys fighting for tournament life. Not even 50% yet on the Lord. Both teams taking their time. EVOS makes the call.
Wildora in the back. The 8,000 gold lead here, definitely helping EVOS Icon shove back Homeboys. It should be a free Lord to take for Sutsujin, as that's another dive right now. With Veldora in the midst of Minion Fury! From Ivon as a blazing duet comes through! Sutsujin follows it up right now as Nova jumps back to the BMI, but it's Krite godlike. Sutsujin chasing them down, drinking his ale and gunning them out. Double kill for Krite, and he is massive. Looking for a Maniac right now as he dashes forward one more time.
Maniac.
It's a Maniac! Warlord, the last man standing, and it's a Savage! The first Savage in the Challenger series of FPS, and it comes from EVOS Icon as they tear down the Homeboys to secure a slot in Jakarta.
With a beautiful setup from the mythical creature of old, Krite able to pull off a